Welcome to Liquidity Narrative. Remember, we are not trying to predict the markets, we are just tracking liquidity. So this is our weekly liquidity map. As always, we're starting with USTEC, that's Nasdaq, then British Pound and EURUSD. So first of all, we identify where price is positioned within our weekly, daily, where liquidity lies or resting, and where price is likely to be drawn to. So remember, because price does not move randomly, and as always, starting with our Nasdaq, this is where we are on Nasdaq. So Nasdaq has been on the move to the upside, and without a historical price action to guide us. So what do we do for Nasdaq? We have to call in our dollar index to help us as a guide to trade Nasdaq. So bringing in dollar index. This is what we have on dollar index. As always, we always have our dealing range using our weekly chart. So within the dollar index, this is our dealing range. The upside, this level, and the downside, this level. And where is price at this level? Price dropped into this gap and then rallied up. Where is price likely to go to on dollar index? We want to see price moving to the upside, maybe reaching for this order block on the weekly time frame. This is where price is at this moment on the discount level. Remember, we want to buy low and we want to sell high. We don't want to buy at a higher price, buying low, selling high. So at this level, if we drop on the daily time frame, this is where we are on the weekly time frame. Price is apparently on the discount level in dollar index, meaning there might be a move to the upside to seek to this level if pricing continue down. So if we drop to the daily time frame to see where price is, this is what price did. Price might likely drop a little bit, maybe to this level we mapped out, or maybe this level before continue to go up to this level. So that having been said, what are we going to do using our dollar index in shredding our Nasdaq? So as we are watching or looking out for dollar index to see what price we do as price gets lower, as the market resumed, maybe give us an entry lower. That is the time we have to start seeking what price is doing on the Nasdaq. So we are expecting price maybe to resume, get to this level before it rallies up if pricing continue to go down. Remember, it's not prediction, just tracking liquidity and to see where price is likely to be drawn to. If we move more on the daily time frame, on the hourly time frame, price might apparently return to this level we mapped out before going to the upside if price didn't continue lower. Remember, we always said if price didn't continue lower. Using price action, we want to see price returning to this level or maybe running out the previous week low, but these are the areas we're watching out to see what price action is going to do, or running out this low a little bit lower to give us an entry. As price get to this level, then we're moving down to our Nasdaq at the same time to watch out the price action to help us take a trade in Nasdaq. So moving to the Nasdaq, that hasn't been said on a dollar index, we are moving to the core pair we are looking at. That's Nasdaq, which is US tech, right? So on Nasdaq, this is where we are. Do we have a dealing range? Our weekly dealing range has been taken out on Nasdaq. So where is price likely? Where we are looking at price to? If we drop on a lower time frame, first of all, on the weekly time frame, we can see we have some gap being created as the price moves up, and then inefficiency has been created. A lot of inefficiencies. We want to see price returning to at least to rebalance a little bit before continue to go up. Just like we said, we'll be watching the dollar index to see what price we do at this level before it continue to go up. But we want to see price returning at least to this level if it didn't get to this level, maybe paraventure, this level. But if price continue to go up, maybe it returned to this level to go up, to continue to go up. But we watch dollar index, like we said, to give us an entry on USTEC, sorry, on USTEC. Dollar index is giving us an entry for our Nasdaq, which is USTEC. So we watch this level, price to reopen. If we move down to a lower time frame to see what price did or what price closed with as the market resumed, we can see the price rally up and is consolidating at this moment. Price might apparently run back to take out this previous week. Okay, clear previous week high, return a little bit to respect this level, maybe before continue to go up or even reach to this level. But our eyes remain on dollar index as a guide to show out where price will be. We'll be exiting dollar index as soon as we get our reactions on the we'll be exiting our Nasdaq as soon as we get our levels on dollar index being filled up completely. Then moving on to our next pair, which is British Pound USD. Also starting from the weekly, we still have a weekly range on British Pound USD. As you can see, our weekly daily range on British Pound remains this level, the 37,34011 high, while our low remains this level, the 3159 level. So the question is, where is price? Within this daily range, we can see price is apparently at the premium zone. And like we said, we want to sell high and we want to buy low. So price is at a level where selling is probably visible or good to sell. So where is price at this moment in the premier level? As at last week, price ran into this weekly order block, reacting to that weekly order block, respecting it and dropping a little bit down after filling this gap on the daily, on the weekly time frame. So we are taking out this because it has been fulfilled. So price ran into that level and drop back. If we drop on the daily time frame, what is price apparently doing? So on the daily time frame, as you can see, price is also respecting that level, took out the daily order block and ran into the weekly order block, which we had seen on the upside. So we want to see a kind of reaction in this level as price probably drop back a little bit if it didn't continue to go up. We want to see price dropping at this level, maybe filling this gap and getting to this other block. If it continues down, you might likely see this old lows being taken out. So if we drop to our lower time frame, maybe using the one hedge or the 15-minute time frame, as the market resume, we want to see price rally up. If it didn't continue down, maybe getting to this level, maybe paraventure this level before giving us an entry to short. And remember to take partials in the market as the market moves in the direction you are trading. All right, so if we drop on the 15-minute time frame, like we said, we start to watch to see what market would do, open, maybe reach for this level or reaching for this fair value gap level before going down. These are the areas we are watching price to react to before drawing down to this if pricing continue to go down, giving us this order block on the daily time frame, and then before it can run down the lows on the daily time frame before these levels. So we keep our eyes on the level we've mapped out on British Pound USD. We are not predicting the market. Remember, we are just following a structure over speculation, tracking where liquidity lies to take advantage of it. So the next pair we are going to be looking into to map our liquidity will be the Euro USD. Going back to the weekly time frame, and then moving down to Euro USD. This is our Euro USD. And where is our dealing range on the weekly time frame? Our dealing range high remains this level, the 1928, while the low remains this level, the 1413. And so where is price at this daily range? Price is on the premier zone of this daily range. So like we said, we want to sell high, we want to buy low, just like the normal trading and selling. At this level, what and where has price reacted to? Price ran into this order block on the weekly time frame and respected that order block as at 3 weeks ago. So as at last week, this is what market did between last 2 weeks and last week. So what our expectation, we drop on the daily time frame. Price ran into the daily order block as at Friday, respecting that zone with this zone hold until the market resume. That's when we will be able to know if this level holds. But our eyes are on this level. We want to see this level being held by the market and market dropping down, maybe getting to this other block first, and next this level, taking out those lows, and then maybe balancing all this inefficiency that the market has created in the previous week. We want to see what market will do, but this level, we're expecting market to hold on this level, giving us an entry to the downside. If we drop on a lower time frame, like the daily 1H time frame, maybe as the market resume, we want to see market rallying up. If it didn't continue to go down, maybe getting to this level to give us an entry. And then remember to take out something from the market as the market begin to go in your direction till we get to our destination. Is not about predicting price. Remember, we are only tracking liquidity where it lies, mapping them out and taking advantage of them. So going into this week, what are we expecting to do? We stay patient. We don't chase price. We let it come into our levels and we will follow the draw from one liquidity pool to the next liquidity pool. Remember, it's structure over speculation. That's our narrative this week. Thank you.